Now to some news out of Ocean City, where it's been almost 4 years since a fatal fire killed Reverend David Dingwall. Now the vestry of St. Paul's by the Sea Episcopal Church getting a new building addition. I am joined now by Reverend Matthew DeMario, who can tell us a bit about how the church has been healing since the fire and how you can help their fundraising efforts for the building addition. Good evening, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for your interest.
So it's good news in that April is we have a date that you'll actually start breaking ground. Before we get to that, how has the congregation been doing since the death of Reverend Dingwall and just the process of all of that?
Well, that day there were two deaths, Father Dingwall as well as John Sterner, and we always keep that in mind. But immediately afterward, it was the Shepherd's Crook, our food pantry, where the fire had happened. The next day, we opened up across the street, and we were committed to that particular ministry. We are resurrection people, and we have been stalwart in focusing on moving forward. Father David's widow, Brenda, was very instrumental with her courage and her grace to keep us together, as well as the interim Father Mark Sear, who guided us through the mourning process.
And to that end, you have come to a place now where you are actually going to see progress in the form of a new building. So tell us about that, the groundbreaking and how all that came about and when we can expect that to happen and consequently be finished.
It's thrilling. We are looking for breaking ground anytime around the middle of May.
Okay.
And this will be an addition to the side of the church. The building that burned down was originally a rectory, and we had to arrange things in an awkward way so that it could accommodate parish offices. Now we've designed the new building such that it will accommodate our genuine needs today rather than trying to get around things. And so we'll add office space. We're going to add space for people to congregate so that we can socialize after and before services, a better working elevator, and room for when we're getting a lot of weddings at St. Paul's by the Sea, so for brides and grooms to compose themselves. So the timetable is that we are looking to be done around mid-December.
Really? So this year?
Yes, we're hopeful to be back in our sanctuary for Christmas.
I was going to say that would be quite the Christmas present. So we will certainly keep our fingers crossed and our prayers up for that. Now, will the Shepherd's Crook still be where's that happening now? Is it still across the street from the present church, and will that be in that same location as you continue on?
Well, the Shepherd's Crook found a new home, and it is south of Division Street, so about 5 blocks south of St. Paul's by the Sea. And we signed a new lease to continue there for another year. We now have 2 footprints in the Ocean City downtown area and are even expanding our operations. Originally, we were open 3 days a week, and now we're open 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Now, how can folks help? As I know, the fundraising effort is taking place in an effort to make that as comfortable for the church as possible. And also tell us about services on Sunday. We don't want anyone to miss an opportunity to have an Easter Sunday with you all. So tell us first about how they can donate to your efforts if that's something their heart desires to do.
We have a website, stpaulsbythesea.org, and you can send money through there, and our address is also available on the website. But we're very pleased that we have found a sum of money for rebuilding that's very manageable, and we're very comfortable with our fundraising. We are designing a committee called CRAFT for Rebuilding and Fundraising Team, and we are strategizing already. We have several options available to us about how to raise funds, a capital campaign, or appeals or grants and so forth. So we'll prioritize them as the committee gels. Every Sunday we are open 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. But this is, of course, a big week.
It is a big week.
So we will be celebrating Maundy Thursday tonight at 7, Good Friday noon and 7. We'll have an ecumenical Easter vigil with Pastor Greg Knepp in the Lutheran Church at 7 on the beach with a bonfire. That's on Easter Vigil, Saturday. the sunrise service, the other ecumenical
You'll
service.
still be having one of those.
Absolutely, right by
Okay.
the Firefighters Memorial with Sean from the Baptist Church and Gary, but that'll be 6 a.m. and then
right.
8 and 10 a.m.
So plenty of opportunities there. Thank you so much. We're excited about the progress and that the legacy carries on from those who have helped in the past with getting the church to where it is today. So thank you for joining us.